Hello K-freaks! Today I'll show you how to turn your favorite picture in your phone case. I do have more videos of phone cases in my channel, but all of them or almost all of them are done with templates that I give you. This time I want to show you how you can make your own template, like just take any picture and turn it in your phone case design. Both ideas are done with the same way, but taking different features from the picture. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. We're gonna need the same materials for both: a clear phone case, a template of the pictures that you will use. Remember, if you are painting the phone case from the inside, you have to print your pictures mirrored, but if you will paint from the outside, you have to print them in the normal way. This is very important, especially if you will be using some letters on the phone case. Also some paint markers. Those are my favorites, but you also can use like paint and a very thin brush, or also normal permanent markers, but I recommend those. So we will start taking our templates and cutting them apart, so this way you can position them better in your phone case and know how it will turn out. Once you have figured out how you want your design, it's time to flip it and then tape it in place so you can work more easily. I recommend you to tape it very well, because if this moves, you will have a disaster. And now the most important part starts, because you have to start painting the details. As we are painting from the back of the phone case, you have to paint first what you want to show on the front. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining it well, but as you can see here, like first goes the design of the t-shirt of Jimin, and then for the pants, because they are just plain blue, you can paint them like first. But for the t-shirt, you have to start making the details. Also, if you have like 2 layers of lettering, you have to start from the layer that has to show on top, and then the other one. So make sure that everything is very well dried before like painting on top. Especially if you are using like the markers, they tend to scratch a little bit while you are painting, so you have to be very careful and take your time. That's the key of everything. Even though I do scratch it a little bit like of the design, for that I'm telling you that you have to be very careful. For this step, I think it will be better if you use like normal paint, but in my case, as these markers are easier to work with, so yeah. And this is how mine turns. I wanted to do also the hair, but I didn't have like the appropriated colors, so I decided to just skip it. But I do know that it looks kind of strange without the hair, but yeah. So now I'm doing the spring day, and as I told you before, I started doing the day part because it's the one that has to show on the top, and then now I'm doing spring, always waiting enough for the 2 layers to dry very well. So now moving to J-Hope's phone case, I wanted to the text to be like in the silhouette of J-Hope, so I just placed the picture and marked where the shoulders are, so I made sure that like the text will fit in. Now I'm just taping it, and I will paint it like from the inside, just as I did with Jimin's case. I started painting it black, but then I realized that I wanted like the silhouette to be black, so I had to change my mind. The good thing about these markers that if you don't seal them or varnish them, you can just wipe them off, and then yeah. So I ended up painting it white. So for clear colors like white and yellow, I do recommend you to paint it twice, because it will look much better, especially if you are painting black on top. And remember to wait for it to dry, like between coat and coat. So I did a double coat and it's dry, so now I'll just take off the paper, and it looks beautiful. I just loved it. So now I'm just taping again. Now the silhouette, like the J-Hope picture to make the silhouette. I decided to do the confetti, so I just took like different colors of markers and started making like dots and small squares, like not following any pattern, just. And once everything is dried, I'm just like tracing the silhouette with the marker, like with a fine tip marker first. I think this is like the most important part because you have to try to keep the shape as best as possible, and then once you have like the shape, you just fill it with another marker. I think like it's better for this part to use like paint and paintbrush because you will not scratch the letters, but yeah, I did it with the marker and it turned out to be like this, and I love it. Like J-Hope, it's not my favorite BTS, but I love this case, like I will use it forever. That's everything for today's video. I hope you liked it as much as you liked the Spring Day music video. No, that's impossible. If you have any question or suggestion, just leave them down below. Don't forget to like the video and the subscribe if you liked it, and also to share it with your friends or people that you think that it may interest them. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on our social media and see you in our next video. Annyeong!